The year 1991 was a very polarizing year for many. While Operation Desert Storm and the tragic passing of Queen frontman Freddie Mercury would be its low points, the world of gaming was a much happier place. The console wars would officially begin, and Capcom would release a timeless masterpiece in the arcade. Join us now as we look back at one of the greatest years in gaming, 1991. Sega would release Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis. It won 4 Game of the Year awards and would be the highest-selling game of the year with over 2 million units sold in its first year, becoming the company's new mascot and helping their flagship system sell 3.1 million units that year, establishing them as a legitimate threat to Nintendo's gaming empire. On the other hand, Nintendo released their answer to Sega's hardware with a new 16-bit console of their own, the Super Nintendo, which sold over 5 million units in just its first year. Other Game of the Year winners included the TurboGrafx 16 port of Splatterhouse and Super Mario Bros. 3. On the arcade front, Capcom would dominate the scene when it released Street Fighter II: The World Warrior, arguably the greatest arcade game of all time, that pioneered the modern fighting game genre, shipping over 50 million units worldwide. The Game Boy continued to dominate both the home and handheld markets, selling 7.3 million units that year, while the NES, still very popular, was the third best-selling hardware, selling 3.9 million more units. GamePro magazine began reporting the top rentals from Blockbuster Video that year, with the aforementioned Sonic the Hedgehog and the NES version of Monopoly taking the top spots. Other new releases included Lemmings, Neverwinter Nights, which was credited as the first graphical MMORPG. Intelligent Systems released SimCity for the Super Nintendo. Nintendo would release Super Mario World and F-Zero as launch titles for the Super Nintendo. Namco would release Starblade for the arcades, featuring one of the earliest instances of real-time 3D graphics in video games. Electronic Arts releases Road Rash for the Sega Genesis. Nintendo would release Metroid 2 Revenge of Samus for the Game Boy. SNK releases Fatal Fury for the Neo Geo MVSX, which was released the previous year. LucasArts released Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge for the PC. Konami releases Super Castlevania 4 for the Super NES. Tecmo releases Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES. And Microprose releases Civilization. A number of highly successful studios would be founded this year, including Vicarious Visions, ID Software, Bungie, Blizzard Entertainment, and 3DO. Other releases included The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Mega Man 4, and Final Fantasy 4. Well guys, that's everything that happened in 1991. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time when we enter 1992. Later.